guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Adeze, aka Oma Days, Oma Per. I feel like it's not everyday serious topics. Like, I was thinking of what else I could talk about in this video, but then I was just like, I've already written notes on this video, like I've already planned this video, and I like talking about stuff like this, so why not, you know? If you guys don't like serious topics, then let me know. But so today we're going to be talking about ugliness and beauty and like what I think about them and stuff. Do you know the funny thing is, like, I'm gonna say so many things in this video, but at the end of the day, if anybody calls me ugly, I'm gonna cuss you and I'm gonna cuss your mum. Do you know what I mean? Like, okay, I'm not gonna cuss your mum because your mum didn't do anything, but like, I'm gonna cuss you back. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna be offended. Like, if anybody calls me ugly, I'm gonna be offended, even though I'm gonna say all this stuff in the video about why I don't like. Do you know what I mean? Let me just put that out there. I'm a hypocrite. Let's just put that out there. I think the first problem that I have with the concepts of ugliness and beauty are that I feel like society, or like people, try to act like they're purely subjective, and I feel like to an extent they are, because obviously, you know, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, but is it really though? Because not being okay, I need to stop talking like this. Let me just calm down. Sorry, I have a lot of energy today because I drank cappuccino, so I don't know, like, I'm just feeling myself because I feel like I drank coffee. I feel like one of those girls that wakes up and drinks coffee. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just feeling like, do you know what I mean? Let me just calm down. People say that beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, but is it really though? Because the beauty standards that we have in this world, whether we like want to admit it or not, it's not even about admitting it, it's just facts. The beauty standards that we have are informed by whiteness, by colorism, by fat phobia, by all these things that stem from colonialism. The amount of times I'm going to mention colonialism in this video, the things I learn every day on TikTok, things I learn every day just on social media about colonialism and how it is so deeply embedded in every aspect of our life. Like, it's not a joke. Anything you can think of, check them well, because colonialism dey inside them. The whole concept of beauty in the eyes of the beholder, I feel like I put too much foundation. I feel like it's a big lie, because we see and we know that beauty standards are informed by all these isms, like racism and stuff, and we want to say that it's in the eyes of the beholder. I don't think so. There are certain attributes that people see in people and say, oh, this makes you beautiful. Like, okay, for example, you would compliment someone if their waist was snatched. You wouldn't compliment someone by saying, oh my gosh, like, your belly is hanging, yes queen, because we don't see that as beauty. So when people say stuff like beauty in the eyes of the beholder, I'm just like, it's not entirely true if we're just keeping it a buck. If someone said to you, oh my gosh, yes girl, your belly is hanging, stretch marks, ooh, cellulite, yes girl, love it, you would be like, what kind of insult is this? Do you know what I mean? Like, but if someone said to you, your waist is snatched, stomach on flat, ass on fat, looking like a, you know, all those kind of vibes, you would be like, oh my god, like, thank you, because those are things we equate with beauty and being like good looking. So when people say like beauty in the eyes of the beholder, and they want to now, maybe they compliment someone who doesn't fit the beauty standard, like for example, someone who is fat or someone who doesn't have a snatched waist, they compliment them. I feel like those kind of compliments are always like despite those flaws. Do you get? It's not like, oh, you're beautiful because you're fat, or beautiful because you don't have a snatched waist, or you have a flat bum. No one is gonna say, oh, you're paying, I love your flat bum is so nice. Do you know what I mean? Beauty and ugliness, fair enough, they're concepts, they exist, cool. I wouldn't have such a problem with them if they didn't inform, like, people's perception of ugliness and beauty didn't inform like our biases against certain people and our preconceptions against certain people. This is literally like such a big part of Western philosophy. Like, I was reading that, what's his name, Nietzsche, I don't know how you say Nietzsche. Not being funny, yeah, actually, just like a quick side comment. Everyone can say Nietzsche, is that how you say it? Nietzsche, yeah, but no one can say Adeze. No one can pronounce Adeze, but everybody can say Nietzsche. I just feel like that is anti-black personally, but anyway. A lot of Western philosophers, people like Nietzsche, they have this philosophy of like beauty and equating it with goodness, and ugliness and equating it with evil or badness. And that would be fine, hypothetically, if ugliness and beauty didn't have certain things and certain groups of people that they are equated with in society. Whether you like it or not, the darker your skin, the bigger you are, the less able-bodied you are. All the isms, you get me? The less, I don't know, cisgendered, heterosexual you are. All these marginalized isms and stuff, the more of that you are, the more society perceives you as ugly. Whether people want to say, oh, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder or whatever, that's fine. Do you know what I mean? I believe that to an extent. But people who are perceived as ugly are put in the same category as things that are bad. I can't remember exactly what I was saying, but I think I was just trying to explain that the fact that ugly and bad have good and negative connotations and are associated with good and evil is harmful in a world where those concepts are racially imbued, and not just racially imbued but also based on like ableism and ageism and all the isms that you can think of. Do you know what I mean? I think that's the danger with it. Like, if ugly and beautiful could just be descriptive words like short, tall, but even those concepts themselves have their connotations and their relations to being ugly or beautiful. I always see that when someone gets cheated on, like a famous person who is generally perceived to be like very attractive, people are always like, oh my gosh, how could he cheat on her? Like, she's so beautiful. Do you know what I mean? And what does that imply? I don't think people do it on purpose, but what does that imply? So what, if this person was ugly, they would deserve to be cheated on, or it would be understandable that they're cheated on? The whole cheating thing in general, I feel like people trivialize it and act like it's a joke, but cheating is disgusting. It's so disgusting, and is traumatic for people who get cheated on. Do you know what I mean? But like, yeah, that whole thing really annoys me when people say, oh, but she's so fine, why did she get cheated on? Like, what does that mean? So if she was ugly, she would deserve to go through that trauma. Like, that's basically what people are saying. And I've seen people say basically that. Like, I've seen people explicitly say that. Like, if someone they think is ugly gets cheated on, they're like, fair enough. Do you know how crazy that is? Or like, I'm trying to stop, but I used to watch a lot of true crime. And in true crime, they're always focusing on how the victim she was so beautiful, and you know, she was so, like, why is that a topic when you're talking about someone who's been killed, like who's been brutally killed? Like, I don't understand why that is pertinent to the story. Like, if they were ugly, would they just be more, do you know what I mean? It's like the implication of these things you're saying. Like, if they weren't beautiful, would you mention that? It's like, okay, they were beautiful. Do you know what I mean? Or like stuff like with the Ted Bundy thing, that pissed me off. When people are like, oh my gosh, like, he was so fine, he was so attractive, no one would ever think he could possibly be capable of such horrible things. And it's just like, first of all, the nigga wasn't even that fine, like, in my opinion anyway. But second of all, people equate being good looking with being a good person. Do you know how mad that is? Someone who is perceived to be ugly, people would immediately be more inclined to believe that they were capable of crime. Are you
that mentally enslaved and intellectually subservient and intellectually molested and ideologically molested?
Do you know what I mean? Like, are you catching my drift? Like, that whole thing of like, oh, she was so beautiful and intelligent and she had everything, so why would she commit this crime? It's like, so what, beautiful people are inherently more moral than ugly people? And I guess especially for me, like, growing up being black, being Nigerian, when people say stuff like beauty's in the eyes of the beholder, I just look at them and I'm just like, okay, sure.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Because the things that I've heard growing up, beauty is definitely not in the eyes of the beholder. Like, growing up, I would hear stuff like, oh Madame Ma, because she's fair. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it would be being fair, which I hate that word. Being lighter skin would be equated with being beautiful. I've literally heard certain people in my family say like, Odi Ojima, Ojia Madame Ma. Like, basically like, she's dark, someone is dark skin, but their dark skin is nice. Do you know how, like, I've heard that so many times growing up. Like, it's like, oh, she's pretty despite being dark skinned. Well, definitely not just an Igbo thing, but it's so ingrained into our culture. So when people say stuff like beauty's in the eyes of the beholder, you don't really mean that, because there's certain people who you automatically see as beautiful based on specific things. Oh Madam Mana, oh Buribu, like, Ubu did too much. I've literally heard certain people that will be watching this video. What does that even mean? This whole beauty's in the eyes of the beholder thing, I beg. You people are lying. I do think that obviously, like, different cultures admire different things, but at the end of the day, because of colonialism and because of its global impacts and slave trade and racism and all the isms, they are all beauty standards are generally informed by colonialism. Is in everything. It's actually crazy. Like the other day, I literally saw a TikTok where someone was saying that even the way we count, like even the way we view numbers, like on a number line, is informed by colonialism. Can you actually imagine, like even just maths? Like they were saying that in some cultures, like in some tribes or something, they do things like logarithmically. I'll find the TikTok and I'll link it down below. How can something as simple as maths, like just a daily thing, even that has colonialism? Like anything you check, go already search it, go and read it somewhere. No be me talk am. Oh no, it's crazy because even as I'm doing my makeup right now, I'm just thinking of like how probably the way we do makeup, the way I do my makeup, probably informed by colonialism, racism, featureism. You think, oh, I don't really contour my nose like that. Like I do it up here. But you think about nose contours, like why does the nose need to be contoured? You can never escape. I guess the main point I'm trying to make in this video is that I feel like beauty and ugliness should just be things that are truly subjective. They should just be descriptive words like tall or short, fat or skinny. Fat as well, that's another thing. Should not be like a derogatory thing, like, oh, you're getting fat. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a body type. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like they should just be words, but then at the same time, it's like, they can't really just be words because at the end of the day, they're informed by racism. Like, they can't just be words. But I feel like we just need to be honest about beauty being objective and subjective. I think too much like worth or importance is placed on being beautiful, especially as a woman. There's too much importance placed on it. It's like beauty isn't something that you, how you say, like forget surgery, forget any sort of methods of changing the way you look. Beauty isn't really like a thing that you've achieved through like, I don't know, being talented or working towards it. It's just, a lot of the time, it's just how you're born. Especially when we talk about beauty standards like having blonde hair or blue eyes or light skin. Those are things you can't really change, you can't really achieve. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, why is it a compliment? Don't get me wrong, you know, someone called me pretty, I'm gonna take it as a compliment. Like, if someone calls me ugly, I'm gonna be like, why are you calling me ugly? Like, do you wanna fight? So I am a hypocrite. I am. You know, but I guess I'm just trying to say, like, I'm just questioning like why it's so important to us to be beautiful. I finished my makeup off camera because I just felt like I didn't have anything else to say. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I feel like it was all over the place, but my videos are always all over the place. I hope you guys understood what I was trying to say. But yeah, I just feel like we shouldn't attach so much importance to people's appearance, especially when those like opinions on people's appearances are rooted in things like racism and ableism and fatphobia and all the isms. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I wish I could do like a longer video. It's so hard to like, because like I read stuff for this video, like I made notes and stuff, but it's so hard to multitask. I didn't want to just sit down and like talk. I felt like I had to do my makeup at the same time, but it's really hard. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please make sure that you like, comment and subscribe. Sorry, my eyes are going everywhere because I'm trying to look. Let me stop talking. Please make sure that you like, comment and subscribe to my channel if you like this video, if you like my channel, if you want to see more videos, comment down below, follow me on Instagram, you know, smash the like button, all that stuff, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. I accidentally bought Aqua Frizzante sparkling water by mistake. And it's a punishment to drink, but one must stay hydrated. I feel like the whole concept of beauty is not as beholder is, oh my god, it's just knotted on my face. Okay, the whole